'Twas the night before Christmas, and up in his little place, Cos got out of bed with his resting bitch face. He rolled out of bed and took to his desk, only to find something incredibly grotesque. For he was in need of a new upload, as YouTube's many analytics showed. He must make haste to post now. The only question remaining was how. If he did not hurry, Susan would tear him apart, so that's when he decided to start. In the spirit of Christmas, I decided to let one of my friends choose the type of video to make for my next upload, and they chose one of my older formats that I only used twice. If you don't know, I made two videos about 3D modeling that are both very much inspired by North of the Border. Go check them out if you haven't already. I was trying to decide what to make when I kept seeing clips and videos from the new horror game by 2-Star Games. Scary Chugga Chugga Choo Choo Train Boy was the perfect candidate, so I booted up Blockbench and got to work. So I decided to start with the front of the train, and I decided to use a reference to figure out the scale. Then I'm going to use it for Charles. So if I'm assuming Charles's head is the same size as a normal Minecraft player's head, I'm just going to use that as a reference. Once I'm finished with the main portion of the front body of the train, I will move on to modeling some of the smaller details on it. Because of my complete lack of attention to detail, I do end up realizing most of the way through modeling the front that it does not look like the model I'm using as reference, so I resculpt all of the sides to match this look. Then I move on to modeling the back of the train, which, to be honest, is pretty empty for the most part, so I'm just going to explain the few details that there actually are as they come up. The only real detail I've added at this point is that one little square thing. I have no clue what it is or what it does, I just saw it on the model and decided to add it. But now that I'm done the majority of the main body, I can move on to the roof. After I'm done with all of that, I'm just gonna run around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to add any random dumb details that I can find because I really want to impress this YouTuber. Yeah, you heard that right. Now is probably the time I should mention that, unlike my previous videos, I actually got a pretty well-known YouTuber associated with Choo Choo Charles. He was actually the guy whose footage I used at the start. Then we got him to rate my model and give me his thoughts on it. So I really want to get this model right because I knew my personal favorite YouTuber and streamer, AstralSpiff, would be seeing it. So I'm going to finish up with all these little details here, and finally move on to Charles' spittly fucking spider legs that haunt all of my arachnophobe dreams. This is the part of the video where I'd normally show me texturing Charles, but because of how large he ended up being and how much I just ended up fucking around with stuff, I ended up spending about like a total of I think like 4 hours texturing him. So don't worry, I will spare you from seeing that. And like a wise man once said, we're on to the glamour shots. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything that you want me to make next time, then be sure to leave a comment with a recommendation, and maybe I'll pick it. Alright then, see you next time.